Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Hub. In today's video we are going to explore something really interesting and exciting. Stay with us and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. In the world of numismatics, there are few things as exciting as the discovery of a rare coin. Most of the time, coins simply pass through our hands without much thought, whether it's a quarter tossed into a vending machine or a shiny new coin added to a piggy bank. But sometimes, within that ordinary coinage, there lies a hidden treasure. One such coin that has garnered significant attention in recent years is the 2015 USA $quarter coin. While the quarter is a commonly circulated coin in everyday life, this specific year's issue is far more interesting than many realize, thanks to its rich history, unique design features, and surprising collector value. Let's take a step back in time to understand the full story of the 2015 quarter. The U.S. Mint has a long-standing tradition of minting various denominations of coins, and the quarter has been one of the most iconic and widely circulated of these. The quarter dollar, worth 25 cents, has been a part of American currency since 1796. Over the years, its design has evolved, reflecting the changing eras and events in U.S. history. The design of the quarter has been updated many times, but the one most of us are familiar with is the Washington quarter. Introduced in 1932, this design featured George Washington's profile on the obverse, created by sculptor John Flanagan. Over time, Washington's image has been a central feature of the coin, but in 1999, the U.S. Mint launched the 50-state quarters program, which introduced new reverse designs for each of the 50 states. This program was immensely popular and continued through 2008. But after the state quarters program ended, a new initiative was born, the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which began in 2010. The 2015 USA quarter falls within this America the Beautiful series, which is a series of coins featuring national parks and other national sites from each state. Each year, the Mint releases 5 new quarters with unique designs that represent the natural beauty and cultural heritage of these iconic locations. The 2015 quarters feature the following national parks and sites: the Homestead National Monument of America in Nebraska, the Kisatchie National Forest in Louisiana, the Blue Ridge Parkway in North Carolina, the Bombay Hook National Wildlife Refuge in Delaware, and the Saratoga National Historical Park in New York. Each design tells a story about the land, the people, and the history of the United States. The reverse side of the 2015 quarter showcases one of these landmarks, the Homestead National Monument of America in Nebraska, which commemorates the Homestead Act of 1862. The Homestead Act played a pivotal role in U.S. history by granting 160 acres of public land to settlers willing to cultivate it. This landmark piece of legislation opened up the American West to new generations of settlers, and the Homestead National Monument was established to preserve that story. The 2015 Homestead Quarter features a powerful design that includes a homesteader's cabin, along with a fence and the land it represents. This imagery speaks directly to the spirit of self-sufficiency, expansion, and the American dream of landownership. The imagery on the coin is clean and straightforward, reflecting the values of the American frontier, and it stands as a testament to a transformative period in U.S. history. But the coin's historical significance is not the only reason that the 2015 quarter is so captivating. The coin's minting details also play a key role in its appeal. In 2015, the U.S. Mint struck these quarters in several locations, including the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Each of these mints produced millions of coins, but only a few of them found their way into the hands of collectors in the highest possible quality. That's where the story gets particularly interesting. The 2015 quarter was minted in large quantities, meaning most of the coins found in circulation have little to no collectible value. However, there were certain rare versions of the coin produced with special characteristics, such as proof coins and uncirculated coins that were sold in special sets. These special coins, often struck multiple times to ensure the sharpest possible details, were designed for collectors and had higher quality standards than those found in regular circulation. But even among the regular circulating coins, there's something that many collectors look for: the potential for errors. Minting errors are one of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting because they can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a valuable rarity. The 2015 quarter, like many other coins, is subject to various types of minting flaws, such as misaligned dies, double strikes, or incorrect planchets, the metal discs that are struck to produce coins. These errors, when discovered, can cause the value of the coin to skyrocket. For example, if a 2015 quarter were to have a double die or an off-center strike, it could be worth significantly more than its face value. In rare cases, such errors can result in values reaching into the thousands of dollars. For most collectors, finding a rare mint error can be the highlight of their numismatic journey. And while errors on the 2015 quarter are not as common as those on some other coins, there are still a few cases where an error coin has been discovered and made headlines. These discoveries are often auctioned off at record prices, which leads us to the most exciting part of the story: the impressive value of a rare 2015 quarter. You may be wondering, how much could a 2015 quarter possibly be worth? While the answer to that question largely depends on the specific coin and its condition, there have been a few rare 2015 quarters that have sold for incredibly high prices. In fact, one particularly exceptional 2015 quarter sold for a staggering $128,000. Yes, you read that right, $128,000 for a single quarter. The reason behind such a high price tag is the rarity of the coin, combined with a significant minting error, and the fact that it was in pristine, collector-grade condition. Coins with exceptional errors can attract bids from collectors and investors who are willing to pay a premium for something truly unique. This is a testament to the incredible value that some coins can hold, even those that were originally produced in vast quantities. The 2015 quarter is an example of how a single, seemingly ordinary coin can become a highly valuable piece of history when paired with the right combination of rarity, condition, and collector interest. It's also worth noting that while error coins from the 2015 series are the most valuable in terms of monetary worth, there are other factors that contribute to their appeal. The America the Beautiful series as a whole has become highly collectible due to its focus on U.S. national parks and historic sites. Many collectors seek to complete a full set of these quarters, with each coin representing a different part of American history and culture. In this sense, the 2015 quarter is not just valuable because of any minting errors, but also as part of a larger collection of coins that celebrate the natural beauty and rich history of the United States. Now, you might be wondering where you can find a rare 2015 quarter like this, or how you can increase your chances of owning one. The answer lies in paying close attention to coin rolls, online auctions, and certified dealers who specialize in rare coins. Some collectors spend years searching for coins with unique features, and others might stumble upon them unexpectedly. It's always a good idea to have a keen eye and a bit of patience when it comes to collecting rare coins. So, to summarize, the 2015 USA $quarter coin is much more than just a coin. It's a piece of history, a representation of the American spirit, and, in some cases, a valuable collector's item. While most 2015 quarters may be worth their face value of 25 cents, there are those rare, error-struck examples that have been known to fetch astonishing prices, like the one that sold for $128,000. The combination of design, minting details, and rarity makes the 2015 quarter an exciting piece in the world of numismatics, and it reminds us that even the most ordinary items can hold extraordinary value. The 2019 USA $quarter coin is one such example, a coin that holds a surprising significance in American history, a compelling design, and, as we'll see by the end of this video, a value that might just astonish you. The quarter has always been an iconic piece of American currency, and it has undergone several transformations throughout the years. In fact, the quarter dollar, often simply referred to as the quarter, has a storied past, with its design shifting to reflect the values and historical moments of each era. While some coins have come and gone, the quarter has remained a constant in American hands, making its history worth exploring. To understand the context of the 2019 quarter, we need to look back at some of the history that led up to it. Quarters, as a denomination, date all the way back to the late 18th century, when they were first authorized by the Coinage Act of 1792. Since then, they've played an essential role in the nation's coinage, enduring through times of economic growth, war, and change. Over the years, the design of the quarter-dollar coin has evolved considerably. The first quarter coins were stamped with the image of the fledgling United States coat of arms. But perhaps the most well-known design came in 1932, when artist John Flanagan's image of George Washington was chosen for the obverse of the coin. This design, known as the Washington Quarter, has been with us for nearly a century. It commemorates the first president of the United States and has remained a symbol of national pride for generations, but by the late 20th century, there was a desire to create a more dynamic and varied set of designs to reflect the diverse history and culture of the United States. This led to the introduction of the 50-state quarters program in 1999, which issued 5 new quarter designs each year, each one representing a different state. This program was immensely popular, drawing in collectors from across the nation, and it continued until 2008. Following the state quarters program, the U.S. Mint launched the America the Beautiful Quarters program in 2010. This program aimed to showcase the natural wonders and national parks of the United States. Each coin in this series highlighted a different national park or site, with designs that were as diverse as the parks they celebrated. By 2019, the program was well into its run, and the quarters continued to captivate collectors with their stunning, symbolic designs. The 2019 quarter features an equally exciting and historically rich design. By now, you're probably wondering, what makes the 2019 quarter so special? Well, in 2019, the America the Beautiful series continued to shine with its depiction of remarkable American landmarks. For the 2019 quarters, 5 distinct coins were issued, each representing a national park or historical site. Among these, the most famous is the River of No Return Wilderness Quarter from Idaho. The River of No Return Wilderness Quarter is a beautiful and intricate design, capturing the rugged terrain and natural beauty of Idaho's wilderness. Located in central Idaho, the River of No Return Wilderness is one of the largest contiguous wilderness areas in the United States. Its stunning landscapes, including dense forests, wild rivers, and mountain ranges, make it a place of awe and wonder. The wilderness was designated as a national monument in 1964 and has since become a treasured piece of the American landscape. The reverse side of the 2019 quarter showcases an image of the River of No Return Wilderness with its characteristic river, forests, and wildlife. The design is intricate, with a majestic eagle flying over the wilderness, representing the freedom and vastness of the American frontier. The elements of nature are beautifully illustrated, and the design itself captures the essence of Idaho's rugged wilderness, making it a coin that tells a story of the land and its people. On the obverse side of the 2019 quarter, as with all modern quarters, you'll find the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. His profile has remained largely unchanged since 1932, making the Washington Quarter one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. history. Flanagan's depiction of Washington is complemented by the motto, "In God We Trust," as well as the inscription of "Liberty" and the year of minting. Now, as with every coin, the 2019 quarter has its own unique minting details that collectors pay close attention to. The U.S. Mint strikes these quarters in vast quantities, producing millions of them every year to meet the demands of commerce. The standard quarter is made from a copper-nickel clad composition, with a smooth reeded edge that gives it a distinctive feel when handled. Quarters are also minted in different locations, with coins coming from the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. While the coins from these different mints are largely identical, some collectors focus on mint marks and production variations to build more comprehensive collections. For example, a coin with a P mint mark from Philadelphia, or a D mint mark from Denver, may have a different appeal depending on rarity or collector preferences. It's important to note that most of the 2019 quarters were mass-produced for general circulation, and as a result, they don't usually have an extraordinary value. However, there's always more than meets the eye in the world of coin collecting. Some quarters, especially those in excellent condition, can fetch higher prices, and this is where the intrigue of the 2019 quarter begins to take shape. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition, meaning they have no signs of wear, scratches, or blemishes, are of particular interest to collectors. These coins, often referred to as uncirculated or proof coins, are typically reserved for collectors and can sometimes be sold at higher premiums, but perhaps the most exciting aspect of coin collecting is the discovery of mint errors. Mint errors occur when a coin is struck incorrectly during the minting process. While errors are rare, they can significantly increase the value of a coin. For example, a 2019 quarter with a misstruck image or an off-center design can become a highly sought-after item for collectors. These types of errors are highly prized because they are unique, and they turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a one-of-a-kind treasure. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 2019 quarter is no exception. Among the thousands of coins struck that year, there have been a few with errors that have captured the attention of collectors. Some of these error coins, whether due to double dies, misaligned strikes, or other unusual features, have garnered impressive prices at auction. It's not uncommon for such coins to be sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the rarity and condition. So, you might be wondering, what is the current value of a 2019 quarter? Well, like many coins, the value of a 2019 quarter largely depends on its rarity, condition, and whether it possesses any unique characteristics. In general, most 2019 quarters are worth only face value, 25 cents. However, when you start factoring in high-quality specimens, rare errors, or proof coins, the price can escalate dramatically. In fact, one particularly rare and pristine 2019 quarter recently sold for a staggering $116,000. That's right, $116,000 for a single quarter. This high value was due to a combination of factors, including an exceptionally rare mint error, a unique condition, and the growing demand for such items among serious collectors. The fact that this particular 2019 quarter reached such an extraordinary price is a testament to the unpredictable nature of coin collecting and how a simple quarter can go from a pocket change item to a collector's treasure. For those who are hoping to find a rare 2019 quarter of their own, the key is patience and a keen eye. Many collectors spend years scouring through rolls of coins, examining each one for imperfections or errors that might make them valuable. Whether you're hunting for an uncirculated coin in perfect condition or looking for that elusive error coin, it's a thrilling journey that could one day pay off in ways you never imagined. So, the next time you find a 2019 quarter in your pocket, take a closer look. It could be the beginning of a valuable collection, or perhaps you'll discover an error coin that could one day be worth a small fortune. Coin collecting is a journey of exploration, history, and discovery, and the 2019 USA quarter dollar is just one example of how even the most common coins can have hidden value. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this exploration into the 2019 USA quarter and its potential for collectors. If you found this information helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting stories from the world of numismatics. You never know, your next rare find might be just a coin flip away. The world of numismatics is full of hidden gems, and sometimes, even the most common coins can hold incredible value. Take, for example, the 1972 USA 1 dime coin. To most people, a dime is a small, everyday item, something that is hardly noticed as it jingles in your pocket or slips through your fingers during a transaction. But, as anyone in the world of coin collecting knows, certain coins, particularly those with rare features, errors, or historical significance, can be worth far more than their face value. The 1972 dime is one such coin, and the story behind it is a fascinating journey through history, design, and rarity. Let's start by traveling back in time to the year 1972. The United States was experiencing a period of change and tension. President Richard Nixon was in office, dealing with the effects of the Vietnam War, rising inflation, and the tumultuous cultural shifts of the 1960s and 1970s. On the international stage, the world was in the midst of the Cold War, and the United States was focused on maintaining its geopolitical power while also navigating the complexities of the space race, energy crises, and economic instability. At home, the country was adjusting to these turbulent times, and while the political landscape was changing, one constant remained. The U.S. Mint continued its work of producing the nation's currency. Among the coins minted that year was the familiar Roosevelt Dime, which had been in circulation since 1946. Franklin D. Roosevelt's image had been chosen as a tribute to the late president's leadership through the Great Depression and World War II. His legacy was one of resilience and strength, and his likeness, sculpted by the artist John R. Sinek, had become a symbol of American fortitude. The Roosevelt Dime itself was designed with simplicity and elegance in mind. On the obverse, the front, you'll find a profile of Roosevelt, facing left, with his name inscribed alongside it. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. These elements together formed a balanced and dignified design, one that resonated with American ideals and reflected the country's commitment to unity and perseverance. But, as simple as the design may seem, the 1972 Roosevelt Dime holds more than just historical significance. It also has some intriguing features that make it especially interesting to collectors and numismatists. For the vast majority of 1972 dimes, the design remained unchanged, and they were produced in massive quantities to meet the needs of daily circulation. However, as with all coins, even the slightest variations or errors in the minting process can make a coin significantly more valuable. And that's where the 1972 dime takes on a whole new level of interest. The 1972 dime is notable for one key factor that sets it apart from many other coins minted during the same period: the presence of a rare minting error known as the 1972 double die obverse. Minting errors, such as misaligned dies or double strikes, occur when there is a flaw in the coin production process, and these errors can result in a coin that looks quite different from the others in the same series. In the case of the 1972 double die obverse, the error results in a noticeable doubling of certain features on the obverse of the coin, most visibly the date and the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." The doubling effect is caused when the die used to strike the coin misaligns or undergoes multiple strikes, creating a ghostly image of the original design. For collectors, this doubling is a highly sought-after anomaly. It's not something that happens every day, and coins with this kind of error are often considered rare and valuable. In fact, the 1972 double die obverse dime is one of the most famous error coins in American numismatics. How can you spot a 1972 double die obverse dime? The most obvious feature is the doubling on the date, where the numbers 1972 appear blurry or ghosted, with a noticeable second layer of the numbers appearing to the right of the primary ones. This doubling is also evident on the word "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." The ghosted effect on these inscriptions can be subtle, but once you know what to look for, it becomes unmistakable. Many collectors spend years searching through rolls of coins or at coin shows, hoping to find a 1972 double die obverse dime in excellent condition. Now, let's turn our attention to the minting process for these dimes. In 1972, the U.S. Mint operated multiple facilities across the country, with the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints being the primary locations for coin production. Most of the 1972 dimes were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, but some were produced in Denver as well. Coins struck in Philadelphia typically don't have a mint mark, while coins struck in Denver bear the D mint mark, located to the right of Roosevelt's profile on the obverse. The minting process is generally very precise, but errors do occasionally slip through the cracks. In the case of the 1972 double die obverse dimes, the error likely occurred during the die preparation stage. When the dies are made, they are intended to create sharp, clear impressions on the coins. However, if the die shifts or strikes the coin multiple times, it can cause the design to appear doubled. In some cases, only a few dimes would be affected by this error, making them incredibly rare and valuable. Coin grading is another important factor that influences the value of any rare coin, including the 1972 double die obverse dime. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better quality. A coin with a grade of 65 or higher is considered to be in excellent condition, while coins with lower grades may show signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. A 1972 double die obverse dime in mint condition, particularly one that has been graded 65 or higher, can fetch a premium price on the open market. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. For example, a 1972 double die obverse dime that has been preserved in almost perfect condition could command a price much higher than a coin that has been heavily circulated. Coins that are graded MS 65 or higher can be worth tens of thousands of dollars, with certain specimens pushing well into six-figure territory. So, how much can a 1972 USA 1 dime coin be worth today? The answer may surprise you. While most 1972 dimes are worth only 10 cents, a rare 1972 double die obverse dime can be worth as much as $126,000 in top condition. That's right, an error on a dime, a coin that was once used for everyday transactions, can now command an impressive sum. The rarity of the error, combined with the high demand from collectors, has driven the value of this coin to extraordinary heights. It's important to remember that the market for rare coins is constantly changing, and prices can fluctuate based on a number of factors, including the overall condition of the coin, its rarity, and the level of demand. However, as of today, the 1972 double die obverse dime remains one of the most coveted error coins in the world of numismatics. The story of the 1972 USA 1 dime coin is a fascinating one. What seems like a small, unremarkable coin is actually a piece of history, and thanks to its rare minting error, it has become a symbol of how something as ordinary as a dime can hold extraordinary value. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone with an interest in rare finds, the 1972 double die obverse dime is a perfect example of how the smallest details can turn a piece of currency into a treasure. In conclusion, the 1972 USA 1 dime coin, with its iconic design and potential for the double die obverse error, is a valuable collectible that showcases the magic of coin collecting. Its historical context, combined with the rarity of the minting error, makes it a highly sought-after piece in the world of numismatics. And for those lucky enough to own a 1972 double die obverse dime in excellent condition, the payoff can be significant, up to $126,000. In the end of this video, take, for instance, the 1985 USA 1 dime coin. A dime may seem like an insignificant amount of money, something you'd barely notice in your pocket change, but in the world of numismatics, certain dimes have a tale to tell, and they can be worth far more than their face value. The 1985 dime, while not an error coin or an especially rare one at first glance, holds a significant place in the world of coin collecting, and it carries a surprise at the end that may just leave you astounded. Before we dive into the specific value of this coin, let's take a step back and look at the historical context of 1985, the year this dime was minted. 1985 was a time of political and social change in the United States. Ronald Reagan was in his second term as president, and the country was in the midst of the 1980s economic boom, which came after a difficult period of inflation and stagnation in the 1970s. It was also the era of the Cold War, and international tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union were still a significant part of daily life. Despite the serious global issues, the 1980s was also a time of cultural rebirth. Music, television, and pop culture were shifting in dramatic ways, from the rise of MTV to the dominance of movies like Back to the Future and E.T. America was adjusting to a new era, and that included how currency was produced. The U.S. Mint, under the guidance of the Treasury Department, was still responsible for producing the nation's coinage, including the familiar dime. By the time 1985 rolled around, the Roosevelt dime had been in circulation for nearly 4 decades. This design, chosen to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who passed away in 1945, had become one of the most enduring symbols of American currency. It was a tribute to Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, and his face on the dime was a constant reminder of the resilience and spirit of the American people during some of the most challenging times in modern history. The obverse side of the Roosevelt dime, designed by the sculptor John R. Sinek, features a profile of Roosevelt, facing left, with the word Liberty inscribed above him. Below Roosevelt's portrait is the date of minting, and to the right, the inscription, "In God We Trust." The reverse side of the coin shows 3 powerful symbols: a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. These items are symbolic of liberty, peace, and strength, respectively, values that reflect the American spirit that Roosevelt embodied. Now, while the 1985 dime is not generally thought of as rare or highly valuable on its own, there are still certain aspects of this coin that make it interesting to collectors and numismatists alike. In most years, the mint strikes millions of dimes, and the 1985 dime was no exception. Coins produced during this time were made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, a mixture of copper and nickel designed for durability and efficiency in mass production. The mint facilities at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco worked tirelessly to produce the necessary amount of coins for circulation. One of the interesting elements of the 1985 dimes is the mint mark. Coins struck at the Denver Mint carry a D mint mark, while those from Philadelphia are unmarked. The mint mark may seem like a small detail, but in the world of numismatics, it's incredibly important. It provides a clue as to where the coin was made, and some collectors focus on the mint marks when they're evaluating a coin's rarity or value. Coins with certain mint marks are sometimes rarer than others, or the minting process at a specific facility may have had unique characteristics that set the coins apart. While the 1985 dimes themselves are not particularly rare in terms of minting location, there is another factor that has drawn collectors to these coins: the quality of the strike and the potential for errors. The 1985 dimes, like many coins, were struck by heavy machines, and on occasion, these machines would produce coins with defects or mistakes. These errors could take many forms: misstrikes, off-center coins, or even overstrikes. A common mistake that could occur during minting is die cracks, where the die used to strike the coin would begin to deteriorate, causing raised lines or cracks on the surface of the coin. These can be more noticeable in some coins than in others, and they can make a coin more interesting to a collector. However, not all of these errors are valuable. The rarity, the visibility of the error, and the coin's overall condition all contribute to its appeal and worth, but in terms of collecting value, there is one aspect of the 1985 dime that collectors find especially fascinating: the potential for finding one in pristine condition. Coins that are perfectly struck, with no visible flaws or wear, and with crisp, clear images, are always in demand. A coin that is in uncirculated or gem condition can be worth far more than a coin that has seen years of use in circulation. For the 1985 dime, as with other coins from this era, finding one that has been well preserved is a key factor in its collectability. Of course, like with any coin, grading plays an important role in determining value. Coins are graded on a scale that goes from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better quality. For example, a coin graded as MS 65 or higher is considered to be in mint condition, with only slight imperfections. The grading scale is based on the visual appearance of the coin, its luster, strike, and overall condition. Coins that have been preserved in high quality, especially those from years that are not particularly rare, can still be valuable if they have been well kept. A well-preserved 1985 dime, in high-grade condition, may fetch a decent price among collectors. However, there is one major reason why the 1985 dime is sometimes able to reach extraordinary values, and that's due to the existence of certain rare varieties or errors that can significantly impact the price. Coin collectors and investors alike are always on the lookout for the next big find, and sometimes that means finding an anomaly or error in a coin that would otherwise seem unremarkable. In the case of the 1985 dime, there are some notable errors that have been identified over the years, including those resulting from issues like die clashes, multiple strikes, or planchet errors. These types of flaws can make a coin stand out, and in rare cases, a particularly rare error can push the value of a coin into the tens of thousands, or even higher. One of the more famous error types for the 1985 dime is the double die variety, where certain elements of the design, such as the date or the lettering, appear to be doubled due to misalignment during the minting process. While this type of error is relatively rare, it does occur occasionally in large mintage years like 1985, and it has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. A 1985 dime with a clear double die error can be worth significantly more than a standard, well-preserved coin, but here's the real surprise: some 1985 dimes, especially those with rare errors, have been known to sell for jaw-dropping amounts in the market. A pristine example of a 1985 coin with a prominent error, like a double die or other noticeable anomaly, has been known to fetch up to $115,000 at auction. That's right, this unassuming, small coin, with just a small mistake or rare characteristic, can command such a high price. It's all due to the rarity of the error, the demand from collectors, and the intrigue of having a coin that stands out from the rest. In conclusion, the 1985 USA 1 dime coin might seem like just another small piece of change, but it carries with it a story of history, design, and rare potential. The Roosevelt Dime, with its elegant design and its connection to American history, has been a staple of U.S. currency for decades. And for the 1985 coin, the combination of well-preserved examples, potential minting errors, and rare varieties makes it a true treasure in the world of numismatics. For those who are lucky enough to find a rare error coin in pristine condition, the payoff can be staggering, up to $115,000 for a single dime. So the next time you come across a 1985 dime, remember, it might not seem like much at first, but there's a whole world of value hiding within it. And, who knows, you might just be holding the next big discovery in your hands.